Blackstone presents Ted Bundy, The Yearly Journal, Volume 1, 2022, by Kevin Sullivan. This book is read by Kipiniak. Preface. In late 2020, I completed The Enigma of Ted Bundy, my sixth book in a series about the life and murders of Ted Bundy. And if you followed me throughout the years, you know that it all began with the publication of my first Bundy book, The Bundy Murders, A Comprehensive History, a book that I sincerely believed would be my one and only work on the case. Why did I believe this? Well, I was very fortunate during the writing of my first book to work with many of the people who were involved in the case, including the top investigators. Jerry Thompson out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Michael J. Fisher, the Colorado investigator. Russ Renault and Randy Everett, Idaho investigators. Robert D. Keppel, the Washington State investigator. Ira Beale, the bountiful Utah detective who worked the Carol Duranch case. Don Patchen, the lead detective for the Tallahassee PD in the Florida Chi Omega murders. And Bill Hagmaier, the retired FBI agent from the Behavioral Science Unit, who became very close with Bundy during the last years of his life and spent as many as 200 hours interviewing the incarcerated killer. It would be from these sources and the in-depth interviews that followed that new and never-before-published information surfaced about several of the murders, along with new general information about the case. On top of this, I wrote the book from the perspective as if the readers were following Bundy's footsteps every step of the way. And the result was that The Bundy Murders became a best-selling book and remains so today. All of my writing about Ted Bundy should have ended with the publication of my first book. I'm glad that it didn't. Of course, there are times when, unbeknownst to us, we'll begin traveling down a certain road, and while we may believe it's only for a brief time, that road might continue with no end in sight. This is exactly what happened in the years following the publication of what I call today my main book on Ted Bundy. From that decision sprang 5 additional companion volumes. The first of these was The Trail of Ted Bundy, Digging Up the Untold Stories, published in 2016. The Bundy Secrets, Hidden Files on America's Worst Serial Killer, 2017. Ted Bundy's Murderous Mysteries, The Many Victims of America's Most Infamous Serial Killer, 2019. The Encyclopedia of the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?